What's up, YouTube? So today I have here in my hands my Staccato P, but we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about these guys. If you want to see more about the Staccato P, I'll leave a link in the description and you can check a video that I made specifically for this. But as you saw in the title, we're here today to talk about the Underworld Arms Cyclops or the Basilisk. Both of them are going to be compensators that are you're able to use without a threaded barrel. So this is my Staccato P, and even though it's ported, you can see my barrel is not threaded. And this compensator lets you install it on a gun without a threaded barrel. So for those that are in states where you can't have a threaded barrel, this is a very, very good option, very, very good alternative for you guys. So this is to show you guys how the pistol is going to look with a single port compensator and a double port compensator. But let's talk a little bit about the compensator and put the pistol aside. Okay, so when you order your compensator from Underworld Arms, you have the option to choose either the single port, which is the Cyclops, or the double port, which is the Basilisk. And Underworld Arms was kind enough to send me both of them, so I have both options. And the cool thing is you only need one lower piece. Now, I'm not going to show on camera how you install this, but you have two screws here and this little metal piece that you put on your rail, and you screw with their provided Allen wrench and these two set screws. So you're going to screw them in, and this is going to get the compensator fixed to the gun. And this is what it looks like with the single port. So you can see this looks a lot like a Staccato XC, and I can tell you it performs a lot like the Staccato XC. You know, obviously it's not the same. This is a compensator. This is not a barrel that has a compensator on it, but you can see, I mean, this is very nice. And the guys at Underworld Arms had a lot of attention to detail, so you can see how things line up over here. I'll zoom in a little bit here or bring it closer to the camera, but you can see how the lines are all aligned in the pistol and in the compensator, and you can see how the color matches the DLC on the Staccato as well. It's very, very close to the Staccato DLC, which is very hard to do on an aluminum surface because it's not DLC coated. This is Cerakoted, so they had to match the color with the steel, the DLC coated steel slide on the Staccato. But this is how the gun looks like with the single port comp. And if you want to change the single port comp, it's really easy. All you need is an Allen wrench, size 6, and you have only one set screw here on the front. All you do is take it out and then you put the double port on, and I'll do it off camera because YouTube doesn't like when you do stuff on camera. Okay, so now here we have the double port compensator, and as you can see, it makes the gun a little longer, obviously, because you have the two ports. You have ports on the sides, ports on top, and you can really see the gas expanding and going out on the top and on the sides when you're shooting, and it does help a lot with the recoil management. So this is what the gun looks like with the double port compensator, and I'll put some footage of this gun shooting with this compensator as I shot a competition with this, got first place, and I can tell you this helped a lot. Okay, so I have the single port back on just because I like how the gun looks with the single port. I like how it looks like the Staccato XC. And now I'm going to talk to you guys about the pros and the cons of having this compensator. And even though they sent me this compensator, I try to give you guys my honest opinion about it. So if there's something about this that is bad, I'll let you know, and I'll let you know what's good as well. To begin with, I think a pro is you don't need a threaded barrel. The only thing you need is your gun, and you attach it to your rail, and you're good to go. But with that comes a downside, and the downside is if you look, you get an extra thickness on your rails because this is obviously using your rail to be attached to the gun. So holster compatibility is going to be limited. If you have a light, you have better chances of finding a holster that will fit this. But if you don't, like me, you're gonna have to buy their holsters as well. They do make holsters that fit their compensators, which if you go on their website, you're gonna see they're not expensive and they work really well. I got one for this setup, and it worked really well on the competition. So even though that's a downside, it's an easy fix. I will tell you guys, I was very skeptical about this just because being a compensator that is not threaded to the barrel, you do have a little bit of a gap here. So you may think, okay, maybe the gases will expand and escape before they hit the port on the compensator. And I can tell you for sure, and you can see on the footage of me shooting it, that you can clearly see the gases going up into the sides on the little ports on the double ported compensator. And obviously you also see the ones on the V ports, but you can really see the ones that come from the top here. So it does work. People say, oh, you have less recoil because you're adding weight to the front. This compensator is really, really light. I don't have a scale with me, but I mean, this is pretty much nothing compared to the weight of a gun. So it's very light. It's aluminum. It's fully machined aluminum. So for those that say that you feel less recoil because you have more weight on the front of the gun, I would say that's not true. It's truly because the compensator is working. Attaching it to the rails makes it legal in all states. So that is a huge plus because a lot of people in restricted states, they cannot have a compensator. And if you want to send your gun to be ported, you're going to spend more than double the money you pay for this compensator. And obviously, you're going to have to mill your slide and your barrel. And it's not a stock gun anymore. For those concerned about warranty, you lose a warranty with the ports. You don't lose your warranty with this compensator. So overall, my opinion is this is worth what they ask for. I am not affiliated with them, and I don't make any money by telling you guys to buy this, but I will leave their website in the description below. And if you want to check it out, go ahead, check it out. In my opinion, this is a very good product. They did a very good job on this, and it worked really well for me. I would say, though, if you're not a competition shooter, the single port's probably going to be a good option for you. I think it looks better than the double port, and it's also less expensive. But if you're a competition shooter, I would say go with the double port because you get more performance out of this than you do with the single port. So I hope you guys liked this video. Quick review of the Underworld Arms compensator for the Staccato P. And let me know if you like how the gun looks with the compensator. So again, for you guys on the detail here, this is the Underworld Arms compensator. This is the Cyclops, but you can get this with the 2 ports, the Basilisk. Drop a like if you liked the video and don't forget to subscribe.